October 1st, 2020, the final blog for E.T. regarding Dancing with the Stars. E.T. asked, Carole, we are so sad to see you go. What are you going to miss most about Dancing with the Stars? I said, I already miss the cast, crew, administrative staff, security guards, and even the COVID-19 compliance officers. Everyone was so sweet, and I would have liked to have gotten to know each of them better. I'll continue to follow the show so that I can see what they do to thrill and entertain. E.T. asked, What about Hollywood? Are you back in Florida already? I said, I'm writing from the lovely 14th floor apartment with views of Los Angeles and the studio district. I love the drive home from the practice studio and the ballroom because coming down Gower Street, I was staring straight at the iconic Hollywood sign all the way home. Every time I saw that sign, I was reminded of MommaJacquie, my maternal grandmother, who helped my mother raise me. She died in my mother's care at Big Cat Rescue in 2014. Her favorite star was Lucille Ball, and from the time I could walk, she had me balancing books on my head, holding my pinkie out when I drank, and articulating clearly that she wanted me to be a movie star. This was as close as I'll ever come to realizing her dream. E.T. asked, It's a bittersweet time for you. You're leaving the show, but you also get to go back to continue your work with big cats. What's the first thing you're going to do when you arrive back home? I said, the first thing I want to do is hop in the jacuzzi with my husband, Howard Baskin. Every day, 7 days a week, we are working to end the abuse of big cats and save them in the wild. Some days we work from our home, but most days I go in and work from the sanctuary 5 miles away. Every night we catch up with each other in the jacuzzi and strategize our next moves. While I've been in Hollywood, we have Zoomed every day, sometimes several times a day, but my aching body needs the healing power of those jets about now. E.T. asked, Are you going to keep in touch with Pasha or anyone else from the show? I said, Pasha Pashkov and I hugged our goodbyes outside the Good Morning America set the day after our last performance. Pasha asked that Howie and I connect with him and Daniela over WhatsApp to keep in touch. Howie and I very much look forward to that. Due to the fear of contracting COVID-19, I isolated from everyone as much as possible. My husband and daughter are both at high risk from dying if they contract it, so I was thankful for all of the extremely cautious measures that have been taken by the show. I did my part by only interacting with Pasha and isolating myself completely, except for the interactions that couldn't be avoided. Even then, everyone was great about wearing masks and distancing, which made conversation difficult. That made it hard to really connect over such a short time with anyone, but maybe that will change as I continue to watch them perform. E.T. asked, Did you take any costumes, makeup, or souvenirs from the set with you? I said, Dancing with the Stars embroidered a beautiful robe for me with their logo and my name, so that is the souvenir that I will keep and cherish. I kept things like parking passes, a little heart from the Blast of Hearts onto the set, and a mirror ball tumbler that I will probably auction off to help feed the cats. Due to the double impact of Tiger King's evil portrayal of me, and what sanctuaries are all about, and COVID-19, we had to stop the private tours of the sanctuary in March. That was a third of our income, so every little bit helps. E.T. asked, What will you remember most fondly about your time on Dancing with the Stars? What I will remember most fondly about my time on Dancing with the Stars will be what Dina Katz did for me. She took a big risk inviting the world's most hated character onto the show, but she did it because she saw through the misogyny and saw me for who I am. She offered me the show's platform as a way to set the record straight and put the spotlight on saving big cats from abuse and extinction. I can't even imagine how much backlash she and the network must have gotten from people who believed the lies told about me and Tiger King by a cast of people who make a living exploiting and discarding exotic cats. I will always owe her and everyone she influenced into giving me a chance to be heard for their bravery in the face of so much abuse. E.T. asked, Now that the pressure of competing is off, do you think you'll continue to dance in some way? Maybe take some lessons with your husband at home? I said, I saved all of the videos that Pasha and I did during our practice sessions and rehearsals. My husband is recovering from recent heart surgery and even more recent back surgery, that has left him struggling with walking, but we have been doing physical therapy, and as soon as he's stable, I think we will break out the videos and learn together. Maybe during some of our WhatsApp video calls with Pasha and Daniela, we can get some pointers, or at least provide them with some amusement. E.T. asked, "Will you still be watching the show at home? Which couples are you going to be rooting for now?" I said, "My husband says he just can't bear any more of what he considers Bruno's mean-spirited comments, but I'll be watching because I really do want to see how it turns out. I hate seeing anyone voted off the show and wish there were some other format than that, because after living it, I know how much effort goes into that 1-minute performance. I've thought from the beginning that Nellie would take home the mirror ball, but Sky is going to give him a run for his money. Everyone brings different talents to their performances, so I could end up being surprised by the end of the season." E.T. said, "What's next for you from here?" I said, "We have partnered with Think Factory Media to do an unscripted series aiming to expose the nefarious individuals and organizations abusing exotic animals for profit. The following is what we have released to the media. Carole and Howard Baskin, the husband and wife activists behind the nonprofit educational sanctuary Big Cat Rescue, and subjects at the center of pop culture phenomenon Tiger King, have partnered with ITV America's Think Factory Media to develop and produce a new unscripted series that will feature the Baskins, alongside others, as they work to expose, like never before, those who abuse and take advantage of various animals. The new project, which is being taken to market imminently, furthers the Baskins' 20-year war against those who benefit from the pain and suffering of big cats and other animals. Specifically, Carole and Howard have worked for years to outlaw the practice in which cubs are prematurely taken from their mothers to be passed around to paying customers. The Baskins' proposed Big Cat Public Safety Act bill would help eliminate this process that leaves thousands of tigers languishing in captivity once they've been deemed too big to cuddle. Now, in the new series with Think Factory Media, the Baskins are exposing the many perpetrators of a brutal industry, spotlighting the cruel histories, lawsuits, and animal rights violations associated with these organizations in an unprecedented and unexpected fashion. Said Think Factory CEO Adam Reed, quote, "This partnership and new series fall right into Think Factory's wheelhouse, offering a unique new format with incredibly vibrant and passionate individuals at its center. Carole and Howard are fun, intense, unpredictable, wildly driven, and, oh yeah, they very recently have become pop culture sensations. We're excited this project will offer them an opportunity to propel their work in an unconventional and heart-pounding new ways," unquote. Added the Baskins, quote, "This is a chance for us to use our new platform to battle the everyday evils facing big cats and so many other animals. Working with Think Factory on this show will help us further our life's mission while bringing important stories and information to cool cats and kittens across the country," unquote. And that ended up being titled Carole Baskin's Cage Fight, and it ran on Discovery Plus, and we were hoping it was going to run on Animal Planet too, maybe someday. And then the last question from ET Entertainment Tonight was, "Lastly, what message do you have for all of the fans who voted for you and Pasha, kept up with this guest blog, tuned in to watch you dance, etc.?" And I said, "I want to shout out to all of our fans who kept up with the guest blog and who voted for Pasha and me. Your votes are surely what kept me on the show for 3 episodes, and each week resulted in being able to get the message out that we need to pass the Big Cat Public Safety Act this year. All of those calls and emails made at bigcatact.com are paying off, as we now have a majority of support in the House at 230 co-sponsors. And 30 co-sponsors in the Senate. All we need are 2 minutes on the floor for a vote, and we can end cub handling and phase out private possession of big cats. Your support for me and Pasha on Dancing with the Stars kept people talking, and calling Congress have put us closer to ending the abuse than ever before in the decades it took for us to get to this point in history." If you're enjoying my diary, please like, share, and subscribe. You can find other ways to connect to me over at bigcatrescue.org/Carole.Baskin.